Hey, this is Jane here at Captivate 2012. We're here with Eno-san to talk about Street Fighter Cross Tekken on the Vita. Eno-san, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me here. I'm really glad to be here with you guys today. I had a really long flight from Japan. It was around 13, 15 hours, so I'm a little tired, but really glad to be here to give this interview with you guys.
そういう意味ではちょっと疲れてます。
All right, we're very glad too. What the viewers can't tell is Ono-san is actually watching us right now. Are you feeling the pressure of that?
Nah, I'm not really worried about that guy. I mean, it's my time now. His time's over, so I'm not really worried about him.
I see. Of course. So tell us about your role. You've taken over now. You're fully producer on Street Fighter Cross Tekken on Vita.
Yeah, I'm the new producer of Street Fighter Cross Tekken, especially for the Vita version.
All right, and tell us, we've just been playing it downstairs. Can you describe for our viewers how the version's been adapted for the Vita, how the controls work now?
Vita 版
Yeah, definitely for the Vita version of Street Fighter Cross Tekken, we wanted to implement a lot of new features and unique features to the PS Vita. We didn't want to make it just a normal port of the console experience. We wanted to build on top of that as much as possible. So, we've got the 12 new characters in the Vita version, and you're also able to use those characters on your PS3 if you own the PS3 version for free. So that's a really great incentive for people who've already bought the PS3 version. As well, we've implemented a lot of touchscreen functionality with the front and back touchscreens, so you're able to do that. Use the virtual buttons in a match, as well as use it during in-game menus and character customization. So it's a really intuitive way to control the Vita. As well, finally, we've implemented cross-platform matching between the Vita and the PS3. So now PS Vita users can play with PS3 and other PS Vita users anywhere in the world via Wi-Fi or 3G.
Do you feel that one platform or the other has an advantage in the cross-platform matchups because one will be using a different set of controls?
PS Vita
Yeah, it's a really tough question. Definitely the controls for the Vita version and the PS3 version are different. So if you play on the PS3, you're able to use your own unique fight stick or, your unique control pad. So there's a lot more, just personal touch when you play on the console version. Whereas if you play on the Vita version, you're kind of, you're set using the buttons that are there. You're not able to plug in, a fight stick and then use that. So, but the Vita version does allow you to use a lot of touch controls. So it really depends, what kind of user you are, what kind of player you are, as to which one would be more beneficial for you.
And if you prefer the kind of pure non-touchscreen experience, is it possible to turn off the touchscreen and the rear touchpad to play with just the face buttons and the sticks?
Yeah, I mean, you can't actually turn off the touch controls because the way it works is that you actually assign a button to the virtual button on the touch screen. So what you can do is you can assign nothing to that button. So in effect, yes, you will be able to remove the touch screen functionality from the battle system in case you feel like you're accidentally hitting the touch screen and you're accidentally getting moves you don't want to. You can definitely assign the buttons to be nothing and then go from there. We definitely hear a lot of feedback from users about how they want to use the touchscreen in this way or how they don't want to use the touchscreen in this way or that way. So we're definitely looking at other ways to implement basically more intuitive and new control schemes for the Vita version, which we'll be giving more details about at a later time.
All right, okay, we look forward to that. With the 12 new characters, they're the same 12 new characters that will be added in DLC for the consoles later. And there was some negative attention on the on-disc DLC. Do you think maybe people will be more sympathetic now that they understand it's connected to the Vita cross-platform activity?
Yeah, we definitely hope that users will kind of understand our rationale behind why we decided to deliver the content via on-disc DLC. We were really worried about hard drive space for the users and having to have them download a huge file. So, we thought that putting it on disk would be a way to kind of reduce the burden on them. As well, it makes the transition between users who choose not to buy the additional characters, it just helps keep that transition between the gameplay a lot smoother if you don't have the characters or if you have the characters.
And if you have the Vita version and the PS3 version, then you unlock the 12 characters on the PS3 for free. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct. If you own the PS3 version and the PS Vita version of the game, you'll be able to add the 12 new characters to your PS3 for free. And I just want to point out that this is a one-time kind of thing. You don't need to keep linking your Vita every time you want to use the new characters. So you just need to hook them up together once, and then you'll be able to use the new characters on your PS3 as many times as you want.
Can we talk about Street Fighter Cross Tekken? Was it ever plausible as a 3DS game? Is it something that was considered?
あったか
I mean, yeah, definitely we wanted to, bring Street Fighter Cross Tekken to as many users as possible. So, we always kept an open mind in terms of, what platforms we would be releasing the game for. So, definitely in the future, if there's possibilities to go on different platforms, we'll definitely consider it.
If we come back to those, the 12 new characters, we saw them just earlier today. Can you tell us about the sort of story pairings? We see Blanca and Sakura together. Can you tell us about them? Who's your favorite? Tell us about the pairings.
12体の
Yeah, as you mentioned, they're within the 12 characters, the 12 new characters, each of them have their own official tag partner. So, as you mentioned, Sakura and Blanca are, in terms of the story, they're kind of members of Dan's Saikyo-style dojo. Although he's not in the game, they have their own reasons for setting out and teaming up together to find the Pandora box. As well, we have, Alisa and Lars, also two very popular Tekken characters. And, they also have their own reasons for fighting together and finding out the box. And then finally, one pair that I'm really interested in and enjoy is Elena and Dudley. These are both Street Fighter 3 characters, and I really love that game. So I know a lot of fans out there will be excited to find out, their background story as well.
Anna-san, thank you very much.